Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Under a Tree with Tim Robards and DP. I just made that up. So today I want to talk about ensuring that you are recovering between your sessions, and I want to use myself as an example. So last year, whenever this is played, I was training for Ninja Warrior, and one of the things that I struggled with a little bit was because it was so intensive on the forearms, was basically getting tendonitis. You know, you're overdoing it. That mixed with my chiropractic work, I'm always working with my hands, holding big heavy heads, and I was struggling a couple of times just with tendonitis. So I had to really make sure that I got in and worked the muscles. I was taking the right nutrition for them, and making sure I had enough recovery time as well. So if we go through a couple of the key things, nutrition's a big one. You want to get a little visit from a dog there. Nutrition, you want to make sure that, you know, really simply, one, you're getting enough calories, but two, where they're coming from. A lot of people forget about good healthy fats, and they're so important to good healthy cells. Every single cell has a lipid fat layer. You need good healthy fats mostly from all your vegetable sources, and your fish oils, things like that, to have good healthy cells. Now, when it comes to vitamins and minerals and that, there's so many things out there that you can take, but the main thing you need to focus on and getting right is just getting lots of different colors on your plate. If your plate looks like rice and meat, so it's like white and brown, then you're not going to be getting all the things you need. Every little different color that comes in nature has different vitamins, different minerals and bits and pieces that your body needs. So just really, when you look at your plate, make sure there are all the different colors of the rainbow on your plate as much as you can. Heaps of green leafy vegetables, good quality fats. Change up your protein sources. You know, it doesn't always have to be chicken. If you're a meat eater, change it up. If you are vegan, vegetarian, you know, get into different tempehs, your tofus, your lentils, all that sort of stuff. And if you are a meat eater, try and add some of them in, because protein doesn't always have to be meat and protein powder. And now the other one that I personally have a lot to do with, because I am a chiropractor, sports chiropractor, and I am always working on other people, but I have to work on myself at times too, is self-massage. If you're lucky enough and you've got a chiropractor to do it, or a physio or a massage therapist, then that's great. But really, some of this stuff, you need to be doing it daily, and not many of us can afford to have a massage therapist on hand daily. So I want to show you a couple of ways that I release my forearms. Now, the first way, we're going to use the DP Pro Sports Recovery Massage Oil. Now, use a little bit of that into the forearms. You've probably seen me use this similar technique before, but you've either got your flexor bunch through here or your extensor bunch through here. This is commonly known as, if you've got issues here, it's your tennis elbow. This is more your golfer's elbow, and you feel that little bone there. This is where all the flexors come onto. So we're going to work on that. Now, there will be, feel through the muscle here, there will be kind of like tight, strappy bits of the muscle. You might be really tender on the point if you've ever had a golfer's elbow type of thing. That's what we're going to focus on. So you don't always have to focus right on the sore point. We want to actually get into the muscle and feel where those tight bands are. And I can feel one right along there, kind of straight along there. So what we're going to do is we're going to flex the muscle, we're going to lock on there, and then we're going to extend the wrist, and then start to extend the arm and drag it through like that. And again, so you flex, shorten the muscle, then we extend and drag it through. Now, I don't know if it's the light or the camera, looks quite veiny there. I don't know if it's like that in real life, but basically we're working through that. Now, I would start with the hands, start with the muscles, warm it up, and then take it another level deeper, where if you have a table or a bench, you then actually get your knee up onto it. I'll move back here so you can see it. So you're going to put your arm on the bench, do the same thing, shorten it, stick your knee in there, and then extend. So that's if you have super tight muscles and you really need to get in there if you've been neglecting them. So warm it up first with the hands. You'll have the hot flux from the sports recovery massage oil in there to work through and then move on to the elbow. And if you do have a partner at home or someone who you can beg to help you out, they may get in there as well, but usually they're probably not going to do it hard enough. Not as hard as your elbow anyway. Now that little bit of pain that you experience there is worth it in the long run. If you can catch these things before they turn into a chronic tendonitis, it's so important, because when it does, it just throws you out for weeks, months. Tendonitis, golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, all that stuff can really throw you out for a long time. And usually it starts to hit people in their 30s. So try and keep those muscles supple, plenty of good nutrients. Doesn't have to be out of a pill box or a jar. Just get lots of good healthy stuff on your plate, and that should keep you performing better for longer and just enjoying your training.